welcome everyone. Welcome to the Job Help Hotline. My name is William Molina. I'm here to present a program for a Greater West Town project. I have with us today Mr. Tom Rio, who's our guest. How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
We're here to present a special program for all of you out there that are looking for a job, that are out of work right now. We have a program that can really help. I know that the market has gotten a lot better and people are getting jobs, but there are still a lot of people out there unemployed because they lack either skills or any type of special abilities in order to get those jobs. So Greater West Town is an agency, is a non-for-profit organization that provides those type of services. So today we want to talk about our the shipping and receiving training program. So Tom, why don't you begin by telling us just a little bit about shipping and receiving?
Okay, I'll try because there's a lot. So, a little bit.
We'll make it a conversation.
Okay,
too.
we'll do it that way. All right.
Okay.
So, what we do with the shipping and receiving training program, you're going to start with the basics in shipping and receiving, packaging goods, palletizing goods. We'll show you the different equipment to use from manual pallet jack to electric pallet jacks up to forklifts. You're going to use UPS World Ship. You'll learn how to ship goods. You'll get some safety training. You're going to learn inventory control. We'll help you with your math and reading. You name it, I think we kind of do it.
So let's break that down. Let's break that down. So
Okay.
basically, I'm a person that knows nothing about shipping and receiving. I don't. Do you need computer skills? Because let's say a person doesn't have computer skills. They don't know how to work with a computer. What do we do? Do you guys provide that type of training? 'Cause it
Yeah,
sounds
we help that. We have people come into the training, and that's nice about what we do. So we have a training program that will deal with people with no skills in shipping and receiving or people who have had skills in shipping and receiving. So like you mentioned, computer skills. Yes, you come in, you don't have computer skills, which is a needed skill. Like what we do through the rest of the training is we help you with those needed skills. So you'll come in, start with the very basics from learning how just to turn the computer on to eventually you're going to learn how to do UPS World Ship. You're going to learn how to do freight rates as well too.
So UPS World Ship, these are basically systems that are used by businesses nowadays, right?
Yeah. So UPS World Ship is just a shipping and receiving internet-based system. You'll find it in just about any store, from a mom and pop store. You can find it there. Anybody's shipping out goods up to the bigger companies.
So we know that technology is on the rise.
Yep.
I mean, now what they call RFID, I believe it's called.
Yep.
Radio frequency identification. So how about scanners and things of that nature? You guys teach your students to use scanners and all that?
We do. So we have RF scanners. We hook that into our inventory system as well. So we track goods. We ship goods with the RF scanners. Again, it's like having good computer skills as well. If you come in, you've never used one, we'll teach you how to do it. We're really good as far as as instructors is, once you're there, we kind of see where your skill set is. And what we like to do is those who need a little extra help, we will have the time to do that. Those who've had a little more help, who have done it for a while and show that they know how to do it, we can pair people up as well too. So with that, it also helps to build a good team system as well.
So let's say I'm looking at this announcement right now about shipping and receiving, and I say, well, I don't have the money to pay for school right now. So how much would it cost somebody to participate in a program like this?
It's going to be of no charge if you qualify. And what does that mean? Well, you're a Chicago resident. You're getting some public aid. You're not working. You're getting unemployment. Those are to the basics of what we talk about as far as qualifying and that as well too. Like I said, it's not free training. It'll be of no charge.
Okay, so there's at no cost to anyone who's looking out there. So you're hearing that you're going to get training, you don't pay for it, it's at no charge to all the people who participate in this program. Now one thing, so I went through the program, and what happens when I finish?
You finish, we have a really nice graduation at the end and once you finish. So you go through a nice graduation, you can bring your family and friends, that's kind of nice. Everybody gets rewarded their certificate of completion and other certificates, so we can talk about that. But then what happens the big thing is, the big prize for us is we help put you to work. And we're not a temp agency, so we're not looking at temp jobs. We want to put people in permanent positions where they're going to succeed.
Okay, so we're talking about, so if you're listening, we're talking about getting the training that you need in order to obtain a job in the shipping and receiving field. I believe Mr. Rio was talking about computerized inventory control, learning how to use computers and scanners and everything, that all the technology that's being used nowadays. If you're wondering what's the number, who you can call, you can give us a call at the Greater Westtown Training Partnership Shipping and Receiving Training Program. It's located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard, and it's in Chicago. Dial the number 312-563-9028, or you can look us up on Facebook.com, Greater Westtown, /Greater Westtown, or at www.gwtp.org. So the orientations, it says here, are on most Wednesdays. So
Yep.
you guys are having an orientation this Wednesday, I believe?
We are. So actually, that's tomorrow, and that's to get us kind of kicked off maybe for next class.
Okay, so tomorrow is an orientation. So what time should people be there?
8:45 is they should be there before 8:45, maybe between 8:30 8:45. That would be great. Get them a chance to come in. We'll give them a sheet, especially if they don't know much about us. They can see more about the program and that. We also give you an application to fill out as well, and then you'll have an instructor that will walk you through what we do at the program, much like we're doing right now, and we'll just give you a tour of the facility as well.
Do I need to bring anything with me? I mean,
The best thing to bring with you at that time is to bring work history.
work history?
Yeah,
Okay.
and when I say work history, I want to be clear that people understand. I'm not talking about your shipping, receiving history as well too. It doesn't have to be about that. It's any work that you have done. We want to get a good idea of who you are, and part of that is understanding your work history. So, if you were a stay-at-home mom, that's your work history. If you were someone who took care of another person for a while, you're a caregiver. That's your work history as well. If you were working in fast food, that's your work history. It doesn't have to be in shipping and receiving. Again, we think a lot of people maybe are looking for their next career path, and it may not be in at the time before they weren't working in shipping and receiving, but now that's their new career path is shipping and receiving. So we wouldn't expect to see
Plus, there are what they call transferable skills.
Absolutely.
So you might have worked in a job that may not involve shipping and receiving, but every company, no matter how large or small, to some aspect, involves inventory, stock, and so on, which are relative to the shipping and receiving field.
absolutely.
Now, I got some pictures I want to show that we received, and it's about the school. So you're not sitting in a classroom all day, right? You're basically out there. I'm going to show you here. We have a picture of what this. I believe this is your training facility. Am I right?
Right, this is part of it. So to your point, some of it's classroom, but a good chunk of what I like to do is actually do hands-on training. So you would get that opportunity to do hands-on training. We have a fully functional warehouse. All right, if we wanted to, we could be sending goods in and out all day long. The picture you're seeing now is just a snapshot of what we call Warehouse A. It's kind of the stepping stone. You come out, at some point in the beginning, you're going to rebox everything you see in that picture, box it up, repalletize. That's how you learn those skills. We'll talk about it. Then you got the chance to do it right then, right there, do some hands-on training.
And it looks like an actual company. I mean, the way it's
Yeah.
set up with all the stock and merchandise. You guys work with actual real stock, am I right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, that's great. And here's what you're talking about. What are these gentlemen? Tell us what these gentlemen are doing here.
So the gentleman in the front he's actually moving a pallet into place for the gentleman behind him in the gray T-shirt. He's actually going to work with the automated stretch wrap machine and that. So they're going to stretch wrap that load like it's ready to go out.
Okay, so basically, once again, it's hands-on experience. So here we have a group of people, and I see the instructors there, and I see that it's men and women. So
Yes.
what do you say to the women that are watching this program right now?
I say, come on down, because in all honesty, it's a male-oriented, but more women have been coming to the program, are getting into shipping and receiving. And the comment, a lot of times what we hear from employers are that what they like having a female employee is that there's that good attention to detail that men don't always seem to have. And we've had good success with the women who've come through our program, whether they're learning the hands-on moving boxes, picking boxes, all that kind of stuff, to even running forklifts.
So what's the age limit? What a person that's in this program, so how old do you have to be to participate in the program? What's the criteria?
So minimum age is 18, and then there's no limit on the other side, okay? So if you feel young enough to come in and you can do shipping and receiving, we encourage you to come in. But minimum age is at least 18.
So it's 18 and older.
Yeah.
So if you're 50, 60, you can work, you're good.
Yeah, part of that also has to do with the amount of the forklift training we do as well too, because safety standards dictate that no one under the age of 18 can be trained on a forklift.
Right. So you were mentioning forklift training, and I know a lot of people that catches people's attention. Like, wow, I can actually learn how to
Yep.
operate a forklift. Now, do they get their certification from you guys?
They do. So they get an opportunity to get certified. So,
Okay.
and I say opportunity because do you want to bring this picture
Sure,
down?
sure,
And we can show
absolutely.
'em- and we can show 'em? So these are two of the pieces of equipment we have, two of the six. It's an electric sit-down forklift, and it's a stand-up narrow aisle forklift. And you will get an opportunity to get certified on these pieces of equipment. Now, when I say opportunity, it's because maybe you show more of a skill for driving the sit-down, and you can get certified on the sit-down. Your skills are not as good on the stand-up, so we wouldn't certify you on that. Doesn't mean you can't have an opportunity to come back with us after graduation if you're not placed to keep working on that skill.
So, how many pieces of equipment do you guys train on? I see you have a stand-up and you have a sit-down. Is there other equipment that you guys use?
So we have a sit-down propane. We have another stand-up that is our order picker. We have an electric pallet jack, and we also have an electric walkie rider that is one of the electric pallet jack that you essentially can stand on and drive.
So I see these gentlemen actually practicing engaging loads. So they're actually doing what they would be doing on the job.
Absolutely.
Which is great. So if you're watching the program, I mean, this is a great opportunity for you. You're talking about a hands-on program where you're actually engaging loads using the equipment that was just shown. You're talking about a job opportunity being placed, and I know if you look in the newspaper, you'll see there's many jobs for people working in this industry.
Right.
So you'll see warehouse positions, you'll see warehouse associates, you'll see order pickers, packers, you'll see a lot of forklift positions. I mean, so because when I look, I see so many of them. So if you want to expand your job opportunities, if you want to learn a skill that you can use in any industry practically, I mean, this is a great opportunity. This is a great opportunity for you. And the great thing is that it's at no cost. And so let's say I'm having a hard time. I don't have money for a bus fare or lunch. I mean, do they provide some type of support for that?
We do. So we support as much as we can, and part of that is once you get accepted into training, you make it through the first week, we'll give you transportation money to get to us the second week. So whether that's if you drive, have a valid driver's license and a car, and that's how you're getting to training, we can help you with a $25 gift card. If you're taking public transportation, then we'll help you with a Venture card to get you back.
So you're getting transportation, you're getting job placement, you're getting training at no cost. I mean, if you're sitting at home right now wondering what I should do is go to the phone. That's what you should do. Make a phone call. Call that number that I'm gonna flash on the screen right now. Greater West Town's training shipping and receiving program, 312-563-9028. Make that call, and I believe they just have to come in right there
Right.
to Wednesday at 8:45. If you didn't get a chance to make the call and it's Wednesday, just come on in. So Wednesday, tomorrow at 8:45 a.m., there'll be an orientation for the shipping and receiving training program. And like Mr. Rio says, you'll get a tour. You'll see exactly what the program entails. And if you're really interested and you feel you want to get going, you don't have to waste any time. You can fill out an application tomorrow right away and get the ball rolling. So don't sit there. Give us a phone call to 312-563-9028, and let's make it happen. You know, a lot of people sit down and wait to procrastinate and say, oh, tomorrow. The problem with tomorrow is that tomorrow never comes today. So it's important that you take and don't worry. Some people are fearful of going back to school. Some people are scared to go back to school. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to go to school and I don't know how my reading is, if it's up to par, my math is up to par. Now, I believe you guys provide remediation for math and, and English.
we help with all the subjects that that we cover as well too. Part of that too is we'll look, see if you need help. We'll talk to you about it. The other thing too is having someone take the responsibility to come to us and say, hey, Mr. Rio, I need a little extra help with UPS or something. That's great. Be more than happy to provide that help.
So my next question is, so I don't have a high school diploma. What am I going to do? Can I qualify for the program?
You still can qualify for the program as well too. So that's not a problem. Our goal with that as well too. If you don't have a high school diploma, we have a teacher on staff who can help you prep for a GED.
Okay.
And so hopefully that would be your next step as well too. I do say employers like that people have their high school diploma, but for us it's not a must.
So there you go. So they provide your help. You can kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
Basically,
absolutely.
You're talking about getting the assistance you need so you can take your GED, which is very essential to get your high school diploma. It's not a requirement for the program, but they will assist you. and you're also getting the training that you would need in order to be able to find that job and get that job. So basically, what type of companies do you work with? I mean, small, medium companies. I mean, what type of companies do you work with? What would be the procedure after I graduate?
Okay. So we work with all different size companies. Part of that procedure for us, even during training or after training, we can't help you find job during training time. After a certain time, we can get, we can hopefully get some on-job training with you as that. But what it is you're going to be with us 380 hours, roughly 12 weeks. In that 12 weeks, that gives us a chance to know who you are. I joke that it's the longest job interview you're ever going to be on. With that said, then what we do, we take that, we know how you work, we see where your skill sets are. We're going to place you in a company that we feel as well that you'll be successful at, whether it's big, small, or medium, and that. Because the goal is to get you working and be successful in where you go next, so you can get your foot in the door, get a jump start on a career in shipping and receiving.
So Tom, let me ask you something. Okay, so I made a mistake in life. I have a criminal background. Do you guys work with people who have backgrounds?
We do. We do work with people who have criminal backgrounds, and we've had good success with people with backgrounds as well too. Yes, people have made mistakes, and then later in life they realize they've got to make a change in their life as well too. And we realize that, and so again, it's kind of nice of our process is we do a one-on-one interview with that person, so it gives us a chance to really kind of know who they are, get a chance to get a feel for who they are before they come to the program, and then once they're there, we can keep working with them as well too. So I would say to anybody who's got a background, don't let that be a barrier. Continue to be a barrier. Come see us, and we'll talk to you, see what we can do for you.
By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to call the number on your screen, 312-738-1060, and we'll take questions that you may have, and we'll be glad to answer them for you. Mr. Rio is here to answer questions regarding the Shipping and Receiving Training Program. I want to go back and there's some pictures here I want to show now. Now, this is the second part, not the same warehouse. This is a different warehouse I'm looking at here right now. So I see a forklift back there. So is this where your forklift training takes place?
Yeah, so we use both of them, but this is where a good chunk of this is done. The two instructors who do our forklift training do a really nice job with it. I think they're pretty, we start with the safety side of it, so that's pretty intense as well too. Then when you're back in the warehouse, they give you every opportunity to be successful. They'll run you through a maze of sorts with the forklift. You get a chance to get comfortable with each one. You might get on and off of each one as well too. They run you in groups. I haven't seen anything this intense in any other training that I've seen.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Again, the number is 312-563-9028. Everything sounds great. It's not going to cost you anything. It's intense training. You're learning computerized systems, computerized inventory control. You're going to work with RF scanners. You're going to have an opportunity to learn programs such as UPS WorldShift, FedEx Express, and all the things that are being used right now in the industry. So if you're sitting there, you're unemployed, you're wondering, what am I going to do? What direction am I going to go? And you've spent a lot of time unemployed. And I know that according to job research, it says that the longer you're unemployed, the less employable you are. So you don't want to let time keep going by and not have the skills that you need in order to get that job. Technology is increasing, times are changing, and we need to change with the times and move up with the times. So here's a great opportunity on how to do it. There's no student loans, there's no fees. I mean, this is a great opportunity for anybody out there that's seeking an opportunity to get a job and to get the skills that are necessary in order to improve their financial situation. So if you're sitting out there now, we ask you, give a call. Give a call right away. Once we go off air, if you call the number that I've been flashing on the screen, I'm pretty sure they'll answer your questions for you regarding the program and setting up a time to come in. If you missed the orientation on Wednesday, we welcome you to do a walk-in. You can walk in any day of the week and ask questions, and we'd be more than glad to help you. We don't turn anybody away. We try to work with everybody that comes in through the door. So once again, the Greater Western Training Program is a program that provides viable training that's going to assist you in getting that job opportunity and making it happen. We have here, these people are working with a computer scanner.
Yes. So those are the RF scanners that they're working with. And again, this is part of an exercise and shipping and receiving that they're doing. Again, this is part of our hands-on training as well.
Okay, great. So there you have it. So it's a great opportunity for you. It's really exciting to know that these programs exist out there. A lot of people don't know these programs are available. So it's great that you can actually make that phone call and call us up and be able to obtain an opportunity for a job. So please feel free to dial the number that we've been flashing. I'm going to flash it one more time on the screen. And give us a call, okay, so we can make that appointment and make it happen. Okay, so I want to thank our guest, Tom Rio, for being here today with the Greater West Sound Training Partnership. I want to thank all of you that are watching out there, all your viewers watching out there. Thanks, Tom, again.
Thank you.
And all of you have a great evening and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.